Hey, happy Thursday. My name is Rachel Harvest of The Harvest Method, and you are watching Project Love Me TV. And today's episode is about easing anxiety and quieting that inner control freak. Mine's name is Janet. Have you named yours? Because you might as well. We've all got one. Okay, so if you had all the answers, life would be pretty boring. I can guarantee you that. If you got everything perfect the first time you tried, you wouldn't have those experiences of accomplishment or those moments of enlightenment we get to have when you learn something. And if you really think about it, it feels amazing to figure out how after you've been going through the struggle. And you wouldn't have that either if you got it right the first time, every time. Plus, during the process, when you have those mistakes and missteps, that's really when you learn. The rest, getting it complete, right? Learning is always in the process. So being a perfect little know-it-all sounds like a snooze button way to go through life, right? That's how I feel about it. Now, there's a lot of talk about getting outside your comfort zone, and I request that you let that go and forget about it for the rest of this episode. We talked about comfort last week, remember? And you have to know what your comfort categories are so that you know what you want and need and where you're headed to. You need to be comfortable so you can explore. And saying that exploration of new terrain requires you to be uncomfortable, requires discomfort, suggests that there's a risk in doing something new. This may be new for you too, but I request that you take it on for just a moment. Risk is a concept you use when you try to determine what's going to happen. It's a concept that you use when you think you know exactly how it's going to go. The stage is set, the players are on their cues, and you've written this story and it's going to go exactly how you've written it. Well, guess what, babe? You don't have any idea how anything is going to go. You don't have any idea what any action you take will turn out to become. You have no idea what it will produce. You might have seen something like it before, or you might want to assume that A plus B equals C, but you and I both know that we live in a world filled with surprises. Like this one, surprise. You're not in control. You wouldn't be so frustrated and attached to how you want things to go if you got that for yourself. You're not in control of anything or anyone that's outside of you. The sole thing that you have control over is your response and your reactions to the mayhem outside of you. Inside the chaos, build the temple of love. Is one of my favorite quotes, and it's something that I aspire to every day and that I support others in getting when they apply the Harvest Method. On the inside, just chill. And the outside, we'll see what happens. You spend so much of your time trying to control things that you get stuck. You have to know all the answers. You have to get it right. It has to go this way, or you're going to totally shut down. You're going to get anxious. You're going to have tears, anger, arguments. You're going to quit. And then you're going to fail at something. Does this sound familiar at all? Yeah, of course it does. How about you can't control anything and you don't have the answers, and the whole point is to learn. Surprise numero dos of the day. Now, I'm a firm believer that the moment you start white knuckling or knowing it all or narrowing your mind, you're officially beginning to dig your grave. Now, I have an 88-year-old grandma. Her name is Rose. And Grandma Rose has a lot of trouble with her legs and her back, so she has to sit for most of the day. And besides her legs, she's totally kicking it. She is sharp as a tack, and she's pretty tapped in. And, instead of withering in boredom while she sits there, she reads and reads, and she watches do-it-yourself channels on TV and the travel channels, and phone calls with Grandma Rose are so inspiring. Right now, her favorite magazine is Architectural Digest because she loves how things are built. And she's told me all about Southeast Asia, and she's even told me how to make a flavor similar to saffron when you don't have the spice on hand. Grandma Rose, she's always learning something. The only time I get that she's getting up there in age is when we talk technology, because she is not willing to do the internet. She is not willing to learn how to use that iPad. And I am totally okay with that, because you got to draw the line somewhere. She's been learning every day of her life for 88 years plus. And I think that that's pretty commendable. So when you practice the Harvest Method, you create goals that have you confidently and comfortably connected to yourself. That gets you totally jonesed by the pure experience of exploring something new and learning. So what is the secret to releasing the anxious need to be omnipotent and perfect and shifting towards that readiness to learn, like Grandma Rose? 3 words. That's it. There's 3 words that you can say to yourself at the beginning of any moment. These 3 words free you up to explore and to learn 2 of the finest experiences of life, if I say so myself. And they create a space for growth, to find answers, to collaborate, compromise, to be open and inviting, to be clear, and my favorite way to be present. You know what those 3 words are? I don't know. You don't know. Admit it. Relish in it. Follow those 3 words with a show me attitude, and you and your experience will totally zen out. Go ahead and try it. Think of something that has been gnawing at you, or an argument you're in, or a problem you are obsessed with solving. Feel that. Close your eyes right now. Put yourself in that experience. Feel how anxious and judgmental, analytical, and irritated you are by it. Now, take a deep breath in, and when you exhale, think or say the words, I don't know. You feel that shift? That's pretty rad, right? Take a minute and apply it to all the things you attempt to control. It is out of your hands. What are you going to learn? I don't know. Now, I want to hear from you. You have been sneaky and stingy with each other. I get emails about your ahas and how much you like these videos, but you don't comment and share with each other below the video. So it's fun to share with others about what you learned too, and comments below are like show and tell. I want to learn. I don't know what you're getting from the videos, so show me. Leave a comment about something you are declaring you just don't know, that you have been driving yourself batty about. Maybe about wellness, nutrition, your lifestyle. Maybe about relationships, your job, hobbies you want to start or have. Whatever, just share, okay? And if you want personal support in chilling out and learning to explore, book a call with me. I'm going to put a link in the show notes at the bottom so you can do that on my site. And until next week, I am Rachel Harvest, and I freaking love you. Just let go, chill out, and learn something, okay? Have a great day. Bye-bye.